Oh, and it resolves. No snakeskin veil. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be playing a fun deck on the ladder. We are going to be playing a deck that revolves around Smuggling Surprise. If you don't know what this is, it is kind of our tooth and nail if you're a commander player. But for 6 mana, we put 2 creatures from our hand directly onto the battlefield. We have a lot of ramp in the Overlord of Hauntwoods and the World Wagon to play into our River Regent, our Boiler, our Overlord. I don't even know how to say it. Our Visage that we are now playing 4 of. This was a 2 of the last time I played it. And then 2 Vaultborn Tyrants, a Progenitus, and Areni, which Areni actually shows up in today's video in a big way. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, we're just going to go ahead and dive into the games. All right, we get to go first. We have Landware Elves into really nothing, but that's not the worst in the world, I guess. We start off with the basic, play Stomping Ground, play other Landware Elves, Overlord or something. Who really knows? Here into here. Back, might as well. Probably thought I was just landfall, which totally makes sense. Interesting. Here. There. Could be like a flash creature or something. They have something holding priority, so I'm just not even going to attack. Considering I can just shock this in and then hard cast an Overlord and just go from there. Or I can do Smuggler Surprise, which is also good. Dredger's Insight, so it's Yuna. Okay. Maybe? I don't know what it is. Team Rip, gonna just take one of my Landware Elves. Brutal. Sure. Do this. Kind of had to do it that way because we couldn't cast Smuggler Surprise. We can now, of course, but we'll force that on their end step if we're able to. Especially with this kind of 6/5 being able to attack. We do just need to draw another threat. Another land would be kind of bad, I think. Yeah, could we be short on that? Get lost? Okay. Another seam rip, maybe? Then a land wouldn't be so bad. Yeah? We got opponent. Analyze? Go find a creature? Yuna, most likely? Oh, Kona. Okay. We just haven't really played anything to do Kona. Sure. Go ahead. The reason we wait is so whenever they play the spaceship land and they put in Kona, we can Smuggler Surprise in our Overlord and have it shoot Kona. Wasn't really ready for that. Wasn't ready for that either. You had the plan. No longer have the plan. The face. Obviously, they don't have the mana for Kona right now, but they might get lost this, which sucks. Just, I'm not going to waste my turn entirely there. This, I guess. Guess that's fine to be there. Here. 1, 2, 3. We can do, I don't know. I suppose. Could have just done the Esper Origins, but I kind of like being able to attack for half their life total here. Co-block seems crazy to me, but sure. Never know. Kona come in, they tap it, and I just explode. Also, they didn't play a land last turn, so I have a hard time believing they had this, and I think they just ripped it. If they didn't have it and they did that, I think that's kind of a really bad play, but sure. Oh, is that it? That could have been so much worse. Like, wait a minute. I can just attack, blow up Kona, and do all that, right? Obviously, that's pretty deadly, but I don't know. Interesting. That's like... Ooh, I don't actually know. Maybe we do this. I'll draw that card, of course. A little part of me wants to just slam the Kona, but I can also put them to like 2, which kind of forces them to block. But I think I'm just going to shoot this thing. Force them to have another Kona. They had to tutor that one. And of course, I could block here, but I still answer pretty much everything. Just have to hopefully not be dead to this thing that has indestructible and flying and double strike. If they put a shelter on by ghost on it, I guess I take 10. They gain 10 if that's what they want to do. Team rip, my land where elves is now gone. Sure. Or wait, yeah, they can take my summon. This is a 2-mana thing. Interesting. Sure. Are they attacking with Zootopia? They do. Okay. You have vigilance. I know you have a ton of keywords, yeah. Alright, fair enough. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We want to play this weirdly for its warp cost. No. Do that. We need it to leave the battlefield. I can't really block anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Go to 17. Now even like a Kona draw here is not necessarily that great for them. Did they rip like the shelter or something? I don't know. Copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. Sure. Get quite a bit of damage. Won't feel great about it, but ill-time explosion. That weirdly gets me there. Good game, opponent. Then now I get to go to combat and attack. Very cool. What a way to finish that game. I didn't expect it to go that way, but we'll take it. Going first here is pretty good, I think, with this hand. Because we can always lead on Origin, even if our Land War Elves does happen to get plugged in the mouth. Alright, we got some work to do, that's for sure. Well, even better than that, let's do this. Because that'll allow us to play our Overlord. We won't have enough lands to do this, so it definitely isn't worth. Hope they sack this and maybe play like a Land War Elf and they're not holding up a Snakeskin Veil. That would suck for us, obviously. But they're attacking, so most likely they are. Yeah. I mean, I could force it out, right? Like, that's the thing about it. I do want lands here. I could do this, which will draw that land and accelerate me, I guess. Instead of going for the removal there. Because then I draw this land, I just get to put it in play. Have it enter tapped. It's going to enter tapped regardless. So now I do have 6 mana to just play this guy, which is obviously great. 3. Kokobo tapped out. Okay, awesome. Okay, we've taken a lot of damage thus far. Let's get this thing down. We can only answer this for this turn, so we might as well. Traveling Chocobo needs something like a Bristly Bill to be good. So, as long as that doesn't happen, we're good. And just like that, we are. Very cool. If you're wondering what the loss was, my opponent just went blue-red land into an Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and honestly, I just picked them up. We do not have the means to compete with Vivi at all, so I just didn't even pretend like I was going to sit there and play that game. I'd rather just not. Ill-Time's going to be important. So we need to draw it, and we're going to probably Overlord here. So we'll just go Verge into this. Although, I guess maybe I should have kept a Lumbering. Tifa Lockhart. I might just be dead. I don't know, brother. If they have it, they have it. There's not a whole lot I can do. If they have it, they have it. They're probably calculating right now if they have it or not. They can go Bristly Bill, play a fetch land, put a counter on Tifa. That'll double, and then they can crack the fetch land and have the Bristly Bill resolve. Just be done. Does that put him short, or does this make it enough? Puts me to 8? Or not 8, I guess. It just... It's close. Alright, well, thankfully we ripped the answer, and most likely they're holding on to another Snakeskin Veil. I think that's the only way that they're willing to risk that. Do a 6-drop, and I guess a Smuggler Surprise is fine. Oh, we take care of both of those. We're kind of doing fine. Maybe we could have just waited on the land to see what I would have hit. Sure. Go Origin here. I guess if it's a permanent... Actually, I still rather throw both of those away. I'd rather this randomly gamble one if it hits something. Yeah. Even though they know this, I'm just going to play this tapped and then play our Landwar Elves. Then with the extra mana, we're going to be able to barrel this with the mill and then put in things. So we'll see. The extra mana obviously coming off of this. Surprised I'm not dead, to be honest. Surprised they use the Snakeskin Veil as well. I mean, there's a good chance I'm dead now. You got that land or no? 1. Double up. To 4. Well, Vault-Worn Tyrant seems like it'd be a good enough answer. It's just not. Deal number of target creature and planeswalker opponents for X number of lands you control. Sure. Uh-huh. 4, 2. Oh, and it resolves. No Snakeskin Veil. Using it a bit earlier is getting them punished right now. And I think we're going to end up coming away with this game. And it's only because we're on the play I keep. We have to obviously hit a land, but we'll see. If we can go to wagon into this, then we might be fine. Seems like it's going to be slower anyway, so... Hopefully that gives us time. Oh. Oh. Not. No. Please don't. The board wipe. Man, that's tough. Alright. My bad. Yep. Brutal. If I miss a land, I'm just moving on. Huh. All this timing, passing, and restricting just to see if I hit a land. Yep. Hope those choices were good. Yep. Cool. I guess, I mean, Listen, if you're not willing in best of one to take your top 12 to hit a land, then maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know. I feel like that was worth the risk. Well, after just literally not hitting the lands, this feels a little unfortunate. We'll keep this. Just the surprise can wait. Sure. Yep. Alright, seeing twice the amount of lands in this hand. Sure. Artifact control / one-shot Jeskai, probably. Let's just play this tapped. Probably not an ideal matchup, that's for sure. Sure. Go grab our land. Yes. Then we can play Overlord, bring this up and attack, and then hopefully we're not dead. If we're dead, we're dead. It is what it is. Okay, well that doesn't trigger the synthesizer, so that makes me happy. Could be a counter spell, I guess, but we ain't playing around those. I refuse. They can obviously pop this and stun my wagon wheel, but alright. Yeah, I'll take it. Sure. I got my land, which is the most important thing to us here. A lot of green sources. We'll just go ahead and do that. We can go for Overlord here. We can go for this if we want. Or I guess I just Smuggler Surprise, right? And just like slam both of these in play. Obviously there's a good chance it's control. Like they have a control element to stop me. Surprised they didn't go for this, I think. But next. In turn. Obviously we have a pretty good plan. We think they'll have a counter spell. I don't think so. They just, in this deck that's so artifact dependent, they've never really been able to afford to play a counter spell, so I'm just not playing around it. I refuse. Purposing Bay. I just let them make the thing? Probably not, right? Actually, I probably do. If they play another lane, I'm screwed. Alright, sweet. So what we can do here is we can Smuggler Surprise, do this, and then I guess this, might as well. We can auto pay here, go here and here. So now Overlord will deal 4. We target this. Or, oh no. Cancel. Here and here. And then my Overlord can do here. Which 2 artifacts will leave, so then that will die. Now we go to combat here. And now we just do a massive amount of damage. Down to 6, of course. We play the World Wagon. Go thin. I just don't want to be dead to a board wipe here, so we're going to play it a little bit weird. Over what we probably could play it like. Sure. I'll put the Land War Elves in. But now if they do like split up or something, I'm able to play the Visage and then saddle this and attack even if my whole board gets wiped. Tap lane here. For example, a Day of Judgment blows up everything. But if I do that, I can now play it and then bring the World Wagon up and attack with it. Feels tough. I'm going to maul. Honestly, it was more on the fact that we had no like good color to mana. No red here, so I guess that goes. Here Here and here. Tap source. We can maybe go into Overlord. Maybe. Merfolk? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Ooh, tap land here, brutal. Well, we're gonna done it once already today. I would prefer you don't do it again. If that's the way the game's gotta go, that's the way it's gotta go, I suppose. I could obviously block here, but no way. Alright, man. If they counter it, they counter it, I guess. Alright. Genuinely, kind of surprised that resolved. I will grab my red source here. Seems good to me. Yeah, it's got to be some flash creature. If it was a Tidebinder and they let that resolve, I'm mind blown. Into the Flood Maul. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, yeah. Probably just dead here, right? Missing a land too far behind. And I still can't find lands. Holy. Yeah, I'm good. Another 12. I had to dig this one out. Didn't draw one naturally. Just looking at a cluster of cards. Don't really have a mean of playing this, but we'll try our best. Here. Auto resolves. The amount of starting towns that have happened right off the rip is kind of crazy to me. Alright. Boris Burn, maybe? Here. Here. Now we'll get the wagon wheel regardless of what they do. Maybe they'll burn it too. Alright, double Helix here. And my turn. This burn, I want to be a little bit more careful. Let's just name Dragon here. Let's play World Wagon. Go grab an island. I understand. We could grab a forest, but I have enough green right now. And I have this available, so I kind of want to be able to cast it. Screaming Nemesis. Okay. Here. Here, I guess. There. Go ahead. Just put it back in their hand, I suppose, if we can. You have a Vaultborn Tyrant that can technically gain life. It could attack, hit me for 3, and then Witchstalker Frenzy it. Do a Slick Shot, though. Okay. Sure. Yep. Okay. Go ahead. Sure. Here. You don't know what I'm putting in. Pretty good, though. Gonna burn it. Know where we're at. Sure. Yeah. Can't gain life. Correct. What you got for me with your double white mana? Sure. Land. Not as cool, obviously. I mean, I could lose here, obviously, but I think setting my opponent to 2 is a fine choice. This doesn't have flying, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have let my flyer down, because now they can do this. But I'm really hoping the restriction on their white mana is enough, and it is mono red. I would say it is Boros slash mono red, so the likelihood of them drawing a land based on arena statistics is so low. We all know how many times we've played against this deck. They've hit 3 lands and just had pure gas, but playing white punishes them here, which is great. Also, getting this really close is the lethal is good, but we'll take it. All right, cool. We'll keep. Only keeping because we have the origin. Learning very quickly that 24 lands in this deck, Arena is just, for whatever reason, not agreeing with. If you count Land War Elves as kind of a land, that's 28 cards. Unfortunately, that's going to enter tapped. It will enter untapped next turn. Wagon Wheel is about all we want from here. That's because if it does resolve, obviously we do get a land. This enters untapped because of this forest. I want to say it's Kona, if I had to guess. I truly wanted to guess. Yeah, it's definitely a Kona deck. That's what that's for. Yep. Green, green, or red. So I guess we grab a red because we can do this if we want. But honestly, we're probably going to Esper Origin again. Or, yeah, Esper Origin. Stock up. They're resolving problems. I don't have problems to resolve. Just need a Kona and an Omniscience, and then we lose. Which is unfortunate. It is what it is. Here. Sure. Doesn't really matter. We left the top card because it didn't really matter. We're going to shuffle it away here anyway. Here. You kind of have to hope they're missing one piece of the puzzle, is all. If they play it, they tap it, they do the thing, then they do the thing, and we lose. There's just not a whole lot we can do about it, right? Well, they have one piece. Do this, I guess. We're gonna obviously hold up Smuggler Surprise. Oh, this is actually... No, it's not a mistake because it didn't matter what we did, right? I can't tap this to make my Smuggler Surprise come in untapped. Or be uncounterable, right? It's too much mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, unfortunate. Let's see if they interact with this, maybe. Definitely feels like they have interaction for this. Sure. Here. So close to being lethal, too. Obviously, they could bounce it, and we kind of lose it. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Letting it attack first. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Also interesting. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess. It could have like a spell pierce or something, and maybe I'm supposed to respond there, but cool, it's just like doing nothing. Am I supposed to wait? Am I supposed to wait here? Maybe I was supposed to do it in response to that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it resolved, so we're pretty good on that front. Here. Obviously, it could be a bounce spell, but enter. All right, so here we are with the deck, and it was a weird experience, that's for sure. And the fact that it really felt like I have 24 lands, and I felt like in a lot of my games, one of the games I end up just cutting, I mauled, or maybe I hope I should cut it. I mauled to like 4, and it just kept giving me 2 lands, and then like 2 river regions and a Vaultborn Tyrant, or 2 Vaultborn Tyrants and a river regent. It just like kept giving me these super expensive hands that I couldn't play, and we had to kind of gamble. And with Land War Elves in our deck, you can argue, okay, well, that's 28 cards that can kind of get us there. And then Origin, as we saw how good it is, like if you have 2 lands and any of these 2 cards, you feel pretty okay, considering if that's the case, you most likely have one of these cards in hand, Lumbering Worldwagon and the Hauntwoods. But the problem is, it just kept not happening. So it was really weird and awful, to say the least, whenever it came to that. But whenever the land thing wasn't a problem, it was probably one of the cleanest versions of the deck that I've played in a very long time. I don't remember exactly where I got this. It was from like Twitter or Untapped or Goldfish, somewhere. I don't really know. I think it was even a best of 3 list. I'm not entirely sure. But this is the list we were playing. I wanted to try it. They had 4 of this guy in there, which was pretty sweet. So I was pretty pumped about that. So with all that said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed the list today. And I hope you enjoyed the video, of course. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.